Hello everybody, welcome to Stock Sniper Trading live stream. We're doing the New York session. My name is Ronnie, my partner is Dave, and we'll be looking at gold this morning, XAUUSD, and we'll give it a couple minutes and then we're gonna get into it. Welcome, Doug. How are you? Okay, guys. So I'm on my trading view chart, and we're on gold XAUUSD. I'm on the 5 minute time frame. We'll be scalping the 5 minutes this morning. But before we get to scalping the 5 minutes, we're gonna do our top down analysis, and we're gonna start off with our daily candles, and then we're gonna move down to our 1 hour candles. Then we'll get into our 5 minute scalping. So I'm just gonna flip to daily candles. This is gold on the daily right here. Okay, so we can see that we've had quite a bearish week where each one of these daily candles have been selling off on gold, but we're starting to form a little bit of a support on the daily. We're getting down here around 1760, 1764 area, starting to build a little bit of a base, a little bit of daily support, and we're going to see if we can if we can reverse the trend on gold, or if we're going to continue to go bearish. So we'll take a look into all of that. Thanks, Doug. Okay, so first of all, we got to look for some resistance and some support on the daily. Okay, so number one, when we always get started, we can see up here 1916 on all of our streams when we've been doing is been our high that we have not broke on the daily, 1916. You can see that the price, when it got up there, got rejected, and then we started to build lower highs on the daily, and then we started to sell off. Now we're at 1776. Okay, so we're nowhere near 1916, so we don't need to really worry about that area right now. We need to concentrate more on this area down here on the daily. But we can see that we've had right here on this bearish candle on June 11, we've had a June 11, 12, 13, all the way down 16, 17. We've had one full week of just coming down bearish, okay, down to 1760. Okay, so this is the area that we're going to identify down here on the daily. So we're going to look at that body to body right there. Okay, so I'm looking at this red body, green body. That's around 1763. It's safe to say that there's good daily support there, because we had this bearish pin bar come down, and then the next day it opened up right here and it was followed by a bullish candle. This is today's daily candle, so you can see. Let's take a look at how high we got on today's candle. So we got up to 1790. Okay, so we got up to 1790. We touched up there and we got rejected, and we came down, and our low of the day came down to 1772 right here, the low wick right there. And you can see that we bounced off of it, and we're at 1775, 76 right now. So we could be trading around in this range right now, in this consolidation, until we start to see on the daily, can we break out above 1790, or are we going to break below 1772 and continue to test yesterday's low at 1763 and possibly maybe further going down? Okay. Okay, and we're going to get a few other support and resistances, because if we do break down below this yellow line, 1763, where can we, how far down can we go on the daily? We could possibly hit this wick right here. Okay, so this wick on April 29th of 2021, it came down to 1755. Gold could possibly, if we lose daily support, could come back to 1755. Okay, so we have some support down there. But what we're also looking for now is we need to find some resistance, because if gold starts to go bullish, how high can it go up to? First of all, we need to break this area right here. We got to get these body to body candles right here, this 1783, 82 area. Okay, so this is an area of resistance that we need to get above so that we can get up to our 1790. And then look at this wick right up here on June 18. Okay, and then that will be our next daily target right here, which is 1797. So it's almost at that psychological 1800 level. And then once we push up there, we're looking to get at 1803. Okay. So that's enough for me on the daily, okay? So I can see what's going on the daily. Big bearish downtrend, getting down to this support where we're getting a little bit of a support. There's a little bit of a reversal, but we're going to see, can we pick up some more support here and create a higher low on the daily, or are we going to continue to push down? So from the daily, now I'm going to flip, and the daily support and resistance, I use yellow lines. Now we're going to flip to the hourly support and resistance right here. So these are our hourly candlesticks. This is the hourly price action. You can see when we had that big dump up here, started to come down, okay, then we pulled back, then it pushed down further, pulled back, made a lower high, pushed down further. So you can see we had a big hourly downtrend, creating lower lows and lower highs. Now we're going to see what are we going to do on these hourly candles, okay? So you can see we got to make some sense out of these candles. Right now, this hourly candle is a pin bar candle. You can see it opened up, it dropped down here, it came up to here, and then when it came up here, sellers pushed it back down to where the body is right here at 1775. So same thing what we did with our daily candles, how we got support and resistance. We need to get support and resistance on our hourly candles so that we can get into scalping. Okay, so this area right here on the hourly, this is where we had a little bit of a reversal right here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this color to white. Okay, so hourly candle, hourly support and resistance will be white, daily will be yellow. Okay, so we can see here we have an hourly resistance at around 1777.78. So what we need is hourly candle, the body to possibly close above this white line so that we can build some more hourly support and continue to go up to this daily resistance up here to 1783. And here's a hourly support right here. Okay, you can see we have body, close. We have the thin body right there, close, and we have continuation. Same with where we're at right now. We have a body close and an open right there. So this is an hourly support level right here. And then we have our daily support right below us. If we break below this daily support on the hourly, we can come down to this area. We're looking for price of gold to come down to 1771. If we can't hold that support, guys, then we're going to come down to this level right here. Okay, 1769. But that's good enough for now. But we need to see if we start going bullish, how high can we get up to? Okay, so we can possibly get up to here. I can see that we have already retested this area and it wasn't successful. Okay, right up here where the price this hour, this was 8 a.m. Eastern time. The price came up to this daily resistance. This is 1783. Then they pushed it down. It came up and got up to, again, this white line, 1780.81, and we got rejected with a big rejection wick. But now the volume now is filling. Okay, so we can see the body getting larger, but we need to see if we can close above this hourly resistance right here at 1778, and then we can continue going higher. And then on the upside, if gold is bullish, and we break above 1783, the daily resistance up here, then we can see price come up to here, 1785 area. Okay, and then we'll get into scalping 5 minutes, but we want to know if we're going to have breakouts or rejections at certain key levels. Okay, so that's good enough for my hourly support and resistance. And now I can flip to 5-minute candles and we can get into scalping. Okay, so this is our 5-minute chart. You can see that we've had a lot of action. Okay, a lot of bearish action, making, if you see from up here, 1790, 5-minute candlesticks, push down all the way down to 1780 around here. There's a little bit of a pullback. Again, we made a lower high from up here. So sellers came in, pushed it down further, creating a new lower low once we lost 1778 support right here. Then we pushed all the way down to 1776, where there was another reversal coming, picking up support here, making a higher low. Then we came up to 1787.88, but it's still a lower high from 1790 up here. And then sellers came and pushed it back down. It went through all of these support levels, breaking through daily and hourly support, and that's why you got the flush all the way down to 1772. And this is what we're trading right now. There was a little bit of consolidation right here around 8:40, 8:45 up until 9 a.m. Then 9 a.m. Eastern time, we had a nice big bullish 5-minute candle open, come all the way up to here. Okay, so now I'm gonna start charting these 5-minute candles right here. Okay, so how high did that wick get up to? Okay, so I use red now, red lines, these lines right here for my 5-minute support and resistance for scalping. Okay, so I can see on my 5-minute, my most recent high was up here at 1781, and we have a rejection wick, and then I can start to see this 5-minute sell off come all the way down to here, where we got some support at 1773. And we have a long rejection wick on the bottom, and then the body comes up here. It almost engulfs this entire red candle, and then we have continuation right here on our 5-minute candle. And look, it's trying to get over this white line, which is our hourly resistance. Okay, so what we're looking for is the 5-minute candle. Can we break above this and close above this so that we can try to get up to our next hourly resistance and possibly break above our most recent 5-minute high, creating a new higher high and a little bit of a uptrend. Okay, but we also have to look at support and resistance on 5 minutes. So I can see some support right here, body to body right here. And then also on these candles, okay, body to body, okay. This is where price previously was, okay. So we want to see it. Can the buyers of gold get the price back up there? Right now, you can see how the candle flipped to a shooting star candle. It was bullish coming up here, but now it got rejected at this level, okay, and it's creating a lower high. Okay, it got rejected right here. You can see it touched this previous candle wick right here at 9:30. This is right when we started the call, okay? We were doing our top-down analysis, but we had this candle come up to 1778, come all the way down, close. This candle opened right here. We had bearish momentum push it all the way down here, but we got buying liquidity. We had buyers in the market push this candle all the way up, close right here. And this candle opened, it was bullish when we were just talking about it just a few minutes ago. It was green coming all the way up here, but it got rejected at the previous 5-minute resistance. And then sellers came in and pushing it down. So this candle could come back and retest this support level right here. If it doesn't, it could create a higher low, and then maybe we'll see some momentum, some new buyers come in and try and push it up. If not, sellers are going to push this down, and we could be looking for a 5-minute support break right here at 1776, and price action could possibly come down to this hourly support right here, just 1775, 1774.90. If we can't hold that, then we're going to come back down to this low right here, the previous low of this candle. And if we can't hold there, there's our daily support right there. Okay, if there's any questions, guys, you guys can ask in the chat. Okay, here's our new candle open. This is the impulse break right here. Okay, so this is a new 5-minute candle. This one previous just closed right here. Okay, so it didn't engulf this green body entirely, but look at the continuation right off the next candle. We continued right here. There's a very, very small wick to the upside. So when this candle opened, it had bearish momentum right away. And we broke through that 5-minute support right there, that red line, and we came all the way down to here, okay? So this is like an impulse candle breaking below a support, okay? So if you're trading impulse candles, Dave and I teach you guys how to trade these on every single call. If you go into your trade on impulse right here, okay, you're in profits, but you should be looking to scale out a portion of your profit, because if we can't break below this hourly support, it could come get a rejection wick and flip right back up, okay? So here is the impulse dump right there when we lost that 5-minute support, and we just got below the hourly support, okay? So this play right here, the break at the support was 1776.20, and it just came down to 1774.50, okay? So this is a really nice play for 10, 15 pips, but it's on an impulse candle. So you should be scaling out a position, and then we're going to look at the next candle for confirmation and retest if this is going to be a bearish trend. Okay, so that's the low of this candle, but you can see it's still a little higher than our previous wick, okay? So you got to respect the fact that buyers are still coming in right here and could be pushing the price up. But that was a really nice quick impulse scalp if you want that sell, okay? As soon as it broke that red line, that was that body to body that we set up. That was the 5-minute support level, and you saw how this candle was bullish, but then it got rejected up here and was turning into a shooting star, and it was bearish, and we continued the momentum right off the next candle and continued to push down, okay? And this red area is your stop loss area. You can place your stop loss tight if you like right there, just above the previous candle wick right up here, or if you want to place it above right there, so you're safe above the previous candle, and you're also above an hourly resistance, just to keep you from a little bit of a reversal. But if it continues the downtrend, you're still okay, okay? And you're looking for a minimum of a 1-to-1 on your trade. So you can see here you're getting a 1-to-1 on this risk reward right here, okay? But we're looking for more. We're looking for 1-to-2, 1-to-3, 1-to-5. We're looking for the bigger plays, okay? This was just an impulse candle, okay? So we're going to show you how to trade impulse candles and also how to trade the retest with confirmation candles. So we have a minute 30 left on this candle, 90 seconds left. So we're going to see how this candle is going to close, okay? Who will have the momentum going into the next candle? And if you guys are new here, just please like and subscribe these videos to help grow the channel. Dave and I stream daily, give a lot of free education, and there's also live trading where we show buys and sells and things like that. And if you guys got any questions in the chat, you guys are welcome to ask any questions in there. Okay, so you see now it's getting that bearish push back down. We could be retesting the low of the candle that we're at, okay? But what we're looking, if we're looking to continue to be selling gold, we want to see this body close below this hourly support, below the white line. That therefore we can continue with this bearish momentum. We could get some new sellers come into the market and push this down, okay? Okay, so we got 15 seconds left on the candle. You can see sellers made another attempt to push it down where it was coming bearish, but buyers are pushing it up, okay? So you got to respect the fact that buyers are pushing it up. We're going to close now. There's the close. It closed as a pin bar, okay? And now we're getting continuation right here, okay? Okay, so that was an impulse candle. That was an impulse candle, okay? It just broke support and came down. This is the retest with confirmation, okay? So I'm going to get rid of this because I just wanted to show you how to trade an impulse candle, and it was good for 10 up to 10, 15 pips, but you got to learn how to scale out. You got to take partial profits because it can reverse on you because it's just an impulse candle, okay? This is the new candle that opened right here. See how this candle came bearish all the way down here, okay? And then near the end, buyers pushed it up. It closed with a very, very thin body, but it closed above that 5-minute support, the resistance now. This is where it broke down and came down, okay? So our next candle now opened up green. It came up here. It made a high at 1777.17. It's still lower than this previous high. So we could get now sellers pushing it down. This is what's considered to be the retest candle, okay? So you're retesting again. It came up and retesting these resistance levels, and sellers now are pushing it down, okay? So what I'm going to add on my chart now, guys, is the relative strength index, technical chart indicator. Okay, so it's abbreviated as RSI, relative strength index. This indicator helps determine strength and momentum. And what I'll do is I'll change the color to yellow so that you guys can see it clearly. Okay, so the yellow line is the RSI. It oscillates between 0 and 100, and 70 and above is considered to be overbought, and 30 and below is considered to be oversold. What I also add to my chart is this horizontal line right at 50, okay, because it's a psychological midpoint. And then just go to coordinates and just change the parameters to 50, okay, 50 exactly. Press OK. And then that will give you the white line right at the middle of 50, okay? So when strength is below 50, it's considered to be bearish. When it's above 50, it's considered to be bullish. So we're going to use this 50 as a support and resistance on our strength and momentum, okay? We can see where we had this bullish reversal right here. You can see that the RSI was near 22. It came above the 30 and it pushed all the way up to the 50, and that's where you get this bullish reversal. However, we couldn't get the strength above 50. It just peeked its head above a little bit, then got rejected and came down, and that's why you got this bearish momentum, this sell-off right here. And we're continuing to go down, okay? So our first candle was the impulse candle coming down, and this was the retest candle, okay? So if you miss the impulse candle, no problem. You can get in on the next candle, which is the retest candle with confirmation. So it came up and tested up here and got rejected, and then now it's pushing down back into profits again, okay? So if you miss the impulse, you can always get in on the next candle, okay? That's why Dave and I show you guys both methods, how to trade and how to scalp, okay? But it's better to patiently wait for the retest confirmation candle. You'll get less head fakes than if you were just to trade every single like impulse candle, okay? Because impulse candles are a lot of head fakes. They can go down and come right back up. But if you know how to trade them, you can still profit off of them. But your next candles with the retest with confirmation, those are the ones that will give you more information on the trend. Okay, so this candle has 25 seconds to go. Strength is down here at 36. Maybe strength can come back down to 30 and retest this area, and then we'll see bearish momentum push through, okay? But what we need, if we're bearish on gold right now, is we need this body of this candle to start to close below this white line, this hourly support. See how it came down? Again, it tested the low of this wick, the impulse wick right down here, and it got rejected. Next candle right now is opening bullish, green. Okay, so we have buyers. They could be pushing it back up to this area up here to test this high. But what you need is you need sellers now to step in and start pushing this bullish momentum down so that it can continue to go down. Okay, see now how it's coming up to attempt to get up to the previous high up here at 1777.17 up here. So you could see this green candle coming up here to test this area. But what you need is you would need sellers to come in and push this down. Okay, and then you can identify where the wick is. Okay, so we have a wick formed where the price came up to here, and we have sellers pushing it down. Okay, so there's the wick, and if we can have sellers pushing this down, then maybe we can come back down to here. But we gotta also look. Maybe price is going to consolidate around here, and we could get another bullish reversal coming back up here. Okay, just like we had over here. Here was a bullish reversal where it came all the way down, long rejection wick, and came all the way up here. Okay, we could be getting the same exact play here. This could be the bullish play here. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of this because I really want to watch this area. Okay, are we going to have a 50 break right here where it breaks above, where this RSI breaks above this 50, and then we're going to get a nice bullish push up here? Because if that's the case, we're going to get ready to look for maybe a buy. But if we lose, if this strength comes back up here and it gets rejected, then it's going to push down. Then we'll start to see a rejection wick up here, maybe at this hourly resistance up here at 1778. We might see a rejection and then sellers come in again. We do have this US flag right here, so we do have some news coming at 10 a.m. So just careful, in about 3 minutes there is some impact news, so we'll see what type of direction this has with gold. We'll see this US flag here. Okay, so this is fundamental economic data right here on TradingView. They have and you can click on it and you can see what it is. So we have home sales coming out. Okay, so we'll start to see the numbers with US home sales. Okay, so you can see this candle again was very bullish, came up again to this area where our previous wick was again, and we're getting a rejection. It's coming down, but we might see now some consolidation, okay, because I can see the bodies of the candles are coming up, then they're going down, and it's right in this area. Okay, so it could be because there was a big move. There was a big move, a reversal coming all the way up. This move right here. There was this reversal, bullish reversal, then it was followed by this bearish move down. Okay, so you had two big moves. So we might get an area right now where price is just going to trade sideways for a little bit. Allow it to cool off before it makes its next move. Okay, so if you're trading and you start to identify an area of consolidation, maybe just sit back, relax, do your charting, do your technical analysis, and then look for the bigger plays. The big play could be here, if we break below 1775, this hourly support, and we close below it. See, every time we came below it, we didn't close below it. We got rejected and the bodies came back up. But you can still scalp those for a few pips, but the bigger plays will be if the bodies can close below major higher time frame support and resistance, and then we can get momentum and trade accordingly off of that in a bullish or bearish direction. Same with if it goes bullish. What we're looking for is the candle to close above this 5-minute resistance and then also close above this white line up here. This is an hourly resistance. If we can get candle bodies to close up here, then we could push maybe to our next hourly resistance over here. You can see these candles attempted. It came up, this one, but closed below. This one came back up bullish and got rejected and closed below. This one came bullish and got rejected and closed below. Okay, so that's why you got to be a little bit more patient. Okay, here's our 10 a.m. candle. Okay, so 10 a.m. right now, 10 a.m. Eastern, we're getting a bearish candle open. There is news. Okay, our previous candle came up to right here, 1777.20, which was our previous resistance on the 5 minutes. It got rejected. It closed with a little bit of a green bullish body, and now we're getting a push down. Okay, so we're attempting to break again this 5-minute support. We just came down right there. So what we're looking for is an increased push down. Okay. And remember, the overall trend when we did our top down was bearish. Okay, it was bearish on the daily, it was bearish on the hourly. There's going to be little areas where they do pull back, they reverse, but it could be just a short-term reversal because the higher time frame is saying opposite. It's saying that it's bearish, but we still could get a little bit of pullbacks. Okay. And if you're trading cryptocurrencies too, they've been bearish the last few days. Like if you look at Bitcoin right now, we'll scalp Bitcoin live this week. I'll just we'll pick a day, either Thursday or maybe Friday morning. We'll scalp Bitcoin, but you can see right now Bitcoin is down to 28,000, 29,000. So if you look at Bitcoin like on the daily chart, you can see it's had a major um, sell off right here. As soon as we hit 41,000, you can see Bitcoin losing daily support and coming all the way down. This is a key level right here, 30,800. When we lost this wick right here on June 8, you can see that we just dropped down to 28,600. Okay, so cryptos, careful guys if you're trading them. They are going bearish right now, but we'll see where we can find some daily support on Bitcoin, and we'll also scalp that this week, guys. Okay, so I'm back to gold. So this 5-minute candle, this is the 10 a.m. open. Okay, so we have a minute and 55 seconds left on it. So we came down pretty bearish, but again, it's testing this bottom again right here, 1774.50. This is the third time it tested it. So we have like a triple bottom. Came down, it's got a long rejection wick, and now we're forming into a bullish body. Okay, we got up to here, but see how quickly it can change. It was a nice bullish body, and then now it turned into a bearish spin top candle. Okay, so a lot can happen in 5 minutes. That's why it's good practice, guys, good discipline to learn how to wait for candles to close. Okay, no matter what time frame you're trading, whether it's a 5-minute candle, a 15-minute, 30-minute, an hourly, a 4-hour candle, a daily candle, whatever type of trader you are, it's important to wait for candles to close because they can go really nice and bullish. You can get into a buy, and then they can flip to bearish and go into a spin top and indecision, and it can just lead to a lot of mistakes or frustration. So just wait, be patient, and we'll wait for candles to close. We wait for bodies to close below major support and resistance areas on a higher time frame. And then, like I said, we could be in an area of consolidation. So this could be just an area where price of gold is cooling off before it makes its next move. Okay. Is this the, Aaron, is this the demand zone to the left before the bullish impulse? So like demand zone, yeah, so you're asking about demand zone. This could be a demand zone right here, okay? So this rectangle box, okay? this could be a demand zone because you can see every time it comes down there, it picks up liquidity. Come down, pick up liquidity. Come down, pick up some liquidity. Come down again, pick up liquidity. Then this one came, broke through, but quick rejection, lots of liquidity grab, and then that created this big push, like right around here at 1774.50, exactly where we're at, and push up to here. So that's a nice move. That's like 50, 60 pips right there. But then it sold back off. But then again, look, it's coming right back into this rectangle area where pick up liquidity, liquidity, and then we could have a reversal where it goes bullish, okay? But if sellers push this down and it breaks through this order block right here, it could go bearish. It could go right through there. But you can when you're trading, you can start to see areas where there is a lot of order. There's a book of order where there's buying going on, where there's selling going on. You can see that, okay? And then once you chart that, then you can see how these candles could be forming lower wicks on the bottom because every time they come down, they're picking liquidity, just like these few spin top candles did. Then you had these nice bullish candles. So yeah, you got when you're trading, not when you're trading price action, you also want to identify supply and demand zones, where the buyers are, where the sellers are, and then that will also help you with your trading. Okay, so good question, Aaron. Yeah, so that was a good supply area right in here. This is a great supply area, and that's why every single time you have that impulse candle come down, it was bearish, but you got to learn how to take some profits because it's coming into a demand zone, okay? And same with this candle, came down, came up. This candle was very bearish, came down, went up bullish, closed as a spin top with a thin green body, and now we're getting continuation with this candle, and here it is, okay? So we're watching now to break above 50 on RSI, and we're at an hourly resistance. So this could be an impulse break above an hourly resistance. For everyone that's visual, something like this, okay? This is an impulse break you could be getting here, but without the close of the candle above and the confirmation, the retest, this is just going to be an impulse trade, okay? So look at where the RSI is. It's right at 50. We need to get this to push above 50, just like here, where it came up to 50 but got rejected, and then look at the big sell-off. Okay, same thing could happen over here, unless we can get a break above 50 and the strength really pushes up, and we got a lot of buyers come in and they take this price action up here. Okay, but again, this is an impulse break, guys. Okay, so if you want to trade impulse candles, there's a way of doing it, but I would get in the habit of trading the retest with confirmation candles. And if there's any other questions, guys, you're more than welcome to ask in the chat. Okay, so see how now it's forming a wick up here? It's starting to get rejected a little bit, okay? And you can see that the strength is not getting above 50 yet, okay? So we could get a little bit of a push down, and you can see that this impulse candle didn't even break, okay? So we might have to continue to wait for our next candle. That's why, guys, it's not always good practice to take impulse candles, okay? That's why we show you that. We show you this live, okay, so that you don't make these mistakes. Okay, so that's why I use this 50 on my RSI, because it's like a psychological midpoint, okay? If the strength is still below 50, it's still considered to be bearish. I know it's getting there, it's building up momentum, but we need to break above it. And when it breaks above it, it's at this hourly resistance, okay? So we need strength to break above that. Remember, we're only trading 5-minute candles. So we need strength to break above a higher time frame. Okay, and then this candle tells you everything that you need to know. The high of the candle got up to here, 1778.45, which was our previous high on our candle that started at 940 and also the same high of our candle at 9:30 when we started the call, okay? So you're getting rejected up here, not one, two, this is the third time we're getting rejected, okay? And look at where the candle body closed. It's still closed with a bullish body above all of this action. So this is now a candle that's continuing, okay? So we had a green open. What we're looking for now is to pick up some new buyers, okay, anywhere in here, and to take this again with some momentum back up to this hourly resistance up here and see if we can break it with some new momentum. But again, the strength is below 50. We need it to get above 50. The strength isn't there yet. And then what we're looking for is, we're looking for this, a candle to break above, get above these highs, okay? Get above, break above, impulse break above. Then you're looking for it to come down and retest this white line. The white line should act as a support now, hourly support when you break above it, okay? And then you're looking for that push up to there. Okay, so I'll change that color to green. Oops. Okay, so that's what we're looking for. We're looking for the impulse break above, and then this is your retest right here, your retest with confirmation. This could be another buy entry, and then you're looking for that push up and collect your pips right there, okay? That's the bullish play. But in this area of consolidation, there's a lot going on. So sellers could come right back again, reject here at the 50 and push this down. And then what you're looking for is, you're looking for maybe a trade. If it comes down and breaks below this white line, gets below all of these 5-minute support levels, breaks below, comes up for a retest, and then there's more sellers in the market and gets rejected, then you're looking for that push down. If we can break below this yellow line, this daily support, could possibly come down to here. Okay, so those are the types of trades, and then all in here is just consolidation. Okay, so those are the types of trades you're looking for. And now we have this doji candle. Doji represents indecision, okay? So we're getting some buyers, we're getting some sellers because it's at a critical area where we could have an hourly breakout right up here, okay? So it takes time. It's got to build some momentum before it can break out or break down, okay? Doesn't just happen every single candlestick you trade, okay? There's going to be areas of consolidation where it needs to accumulate volume so that it can continue its direction where it wants to go. And guys, if there's any questions in the chat, just remember to subscribe, guys. If you're new here, we trade live daily, and we'll do Bitcoin one day this week. Okay, we'll start to trade Bitcoin. We'll see if we can start to find some support level on Bitcoin because cryptos have been selling off lately. We'll see. Maybe they're going to push down further. Maybe they're going to continue going bearish, or they're going to eventually find some support. We'll see. But it broke below 30,000 now, Bitcoin. So we're at 29,400 right now. So you can see it's minus 7% for the day. Okay. Okay, so when you're trading gold, like how it's set up, then your long position, your buy position would be like up here, okay, and then you're looking for profits up here. Your stop loss, you could be placed below, again, below previous candles or below your previous hourly support if you want to go bullish, okay? So you have your chart set up like that. If you're going bearish, like if we start to get price action coming down here, we could go bearish. You're looking for your setup to look like below the hourly support, the break. Maybe we break below the daily support and come down to this hourly support for your profits. Where would you place your stop loss? You could place it above the previous 1 hour resistance up there, okay? As long as you're getting a 1-to-1 on your trade. Right now, price is just going to consolidate in here, okay? So that's what I was saying. There was a big move which started right here at 9 a.m. Okay, there was a nice move. It was good for 50, 60 pips. Then there was a nice sell up here. Again, it was good for 50, 60 pips coming down. So that's a big move up, big move down for gold. And now price is just consolidating in this area. It seems to be consolidating in between here, which is 1777, and like around this level right here, 1775. So you can see it's consolidating like in a $2 move, 20 pips, before it's going to continue its next move, okay? But you can see what it's been doing. After that big sell-off, we have a big rejection wick right here at that daily support. We have another rejection, which creates a higher low, and then we have that push up right up to here, 1781. The push down, but look here, this candle goes to 1773. It's still higher than here and here. So we are creating a higher low on the bottom. We push up, but we cannot break above this area, okay? See on the 5 minutes? The 5 minutes have a resistance at 1778.40. Another push down, but we do create a higher low. And then the push up again we get rejected right at that same area, okay? There is now a bearish pullback, but what we're looking for now is we're looking for this doji candle to start to form bullish and break above this area, okay? And then it will follow this green arrow. Okay, again, look, we're making an attempt again up to this 50, okay? It might take multiple attempts before you can really break out of here. Okay, so see the strength, how it went up there. We couldn't break above the 50, and then it came down bearish. Okay, so it came down. Again, we're just, prices right now is just trading sideways. Okay, sometimes it does this, but it's better just to wait for the bigger move, because if you're trading this, it can get really frustrating, okay? Because you can get into a sell minus your broker spread, and then it could reverse on you and start to go bullish and then go bearish again. It's just very small range where it's trading, so it's not worth taking a trade right now. We have the areas where we're looking for the breakout above here, like here, 1778 area. And then if it goes bearish, we're looking for below this area, 1774.50, okay? And anytime strength is right around 50, this is what you're going to get. You're going to get a lot of sideways action, okay? Because it's neutral territory, the 50, okay? It's where buyers and sellers are. But there's not really a momentum there. There's not, you can't, it's not really breaking above the 50 where we're getting an injection of buyers, or it's really like breaking below the 50 and coming down where we're getting a lot of sellers. Like right here, where we started to have this consolidation, then the breakdown right at this hourly. Look at the RSI. You can see that the RSI, it gets below 50 and really dumps down to 30, and then you get that big push. That's what we're looking for, the bigger play, okay? And then same with down here, when it gets down to that oversold area down to 21, okay? So anything below 30 is oversold. This one actually got down to 21, 22, and that's where we had this little consolidation, little order block in here where we get some buyers, and then you have that big RSI push, get above 30 and go all the way up to 50. Those are the plays you're looking for, those nice big plays. But then it doesn't break above 50 and then goes down. MD Bullier Ramen, thank you for subscribing. We appreciate that. Thank you. Okay, here's the bullish breakout, guys. Okay, so again, this could be an impulse break. Okay, just like earlier on the call when we showed you how to trade impulse candles. If you go up 3, 5, 7, 10 pips on an impulse candle, look to scale out a little bit of your profits, okay? Because it could go up and make a new high and get rejected and come right back down, okay? So this candle, see the wick now? We got up to 1778.61, which is higher than this wick and this wick and this wick. So we are creating a new higher high, okay? And we have higher lows on the bottom. So if you want to draw like a trend line now, you can see from this candle wick coming up here, we're in a little bit of an uptrend, okay? And thank you guys for subscribing. We appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, so what we're looking for, remember I was telling you on this entire call, can we get a body on these 5-minute candles close above this white line? For guys that are new here that just got on, the white line when we did our top-down analysis is our hourly resistance. Now we finally have a body getting above it. We have 3 minutes left on it. There's still a lot of time, but we're going to see if we can close above it. Maria Abram, thank you very much for subscribing. We appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, so this is your bullish impulse breakout for everyone that needs this visual right here. Okay, so what you're looking for on an impulse break is you're looking for it to get up to like your next 5-minute resistance, like right up here, and these could be partial profit takes, okay, because it's an impulse breakout. But it could go bullish. Look at the strength now, okay? So I'm going to highlight the strength to show you. This is our first push above 50 right here, okay? Do you guys see that? There's our big bullish impulse candle breaking above the 50 RSI, okay? So the buy, guys, is like right around there, 1778, and we just got up to 1779. So that's 10 pips right there, guys, 10 pips. Scale out a little bit, okay, and we'll teach you guys like what we mean by scaling out. So for example, if you took a standard lot and you go up 10 pips plus, you're up $100. Maybe cash out 0.75, take $75 off the table, leave a small runner like a 0.2 for example, with a break-even stop loss, okay? You took your initial portion off the impulse, and then you have a little runner. And we can also trade the next candle, which is the retest with confirmation, okay? But this is what we were waiting for, okay? We have this, the RSI push above 50. Now we're finally getting that momentum to break above this hourly resistance. We had attempts here, but we got rejected. Attempt rejection. This is the first time we've had the body, the full volume, get above there. We have 1:13. Let's see how this candle is going to close, guys. Okay. Remember what I was saying. We need this body, this candle, to close minimum above this white line. We need the volume to stay above that hourly resistance, so that we can continue with momentum and push with our next candle, possibly get up to this hourly resistance to 1780. Okay. But this was just the first impulse candle. So if you go up, like I said, 5-10 pips, scale out a little bit, okay? This was from 1778 right here, the hourly resistance, the white line, up to 17, what do we got here? 1779.40, okay? So that's 14 pips, guys, on an impulse. 14 pips. And see how the RSI finally broke above the 50. That's where we got that really nice play, okay? Okay, so we got 10 seconds left on this 5-minute candle. This is where we got to watch how it closes. It will be really nice if we can close above the white line, the hourly, support and also the 5 minute. Okay, so we close right there. See the body of the close. Now we're getting a bearish candle open. Okay, see how the RSI came pushed down, wanting to come down to 50, but we have now a wick form on the bottom where we're getting buyers stepping in. See how the wick formed, and now it's pushing the candle green. So what we're looking for is the strength to continue go up. We're looking for this green candle to fill the previous wick up here and break above the high and continue moving up, creating a new higher high. Okay, so we need to identify the wick right there. This is the retest candle. Okay, so we could see this candle come down to retest this white line, the hourly support. Okay, we just broke through it. Now it could come down to retest it. Okay, is this going to be a real breakout, or is this just like an impulse break? This is what a retest candle is, guys. Okay, so you see now how we're coming down to the white line. We're starting to get this little bit of a rejection wick right there. Okay, and again, look at your strength. So the strength is attempting to come back down to the 50. If sellers are pushing it down, they want to break the below 50 and continue to push it down. But buyers need to step in on this area and protect this to continue to push it up. If they can't, then this was just an impulse break, and then we're getting the sellers continuing the push down. Okay, and it is still creating a lower high from up here. Okay, that's why you're getting this bearish engulfing candle coming down. Okay, that's why we teach you how to trade impulse candles and also how to trade the retest confirmation candles. And remember, I drew the trend line. Okay, so I drew this green trend line, and now we're testing the trend line. It's coming down to the trend line, and we could be pushing off of it, but this was a big break. Okay, so this took a lot of momentum to break through an hourly resistance and come up here and close above it. So that was a big push. So it could be cooling down before the next injection of buyers and the next liquidity grab where they take it up to, we're going to target this level, 1780. Okay, can we get the price of gold up to 1780? And guys, if you're interested in signing up for the Sniper VIP team, it's only $1 a day. And with that, you get daily trade ideas. You get additional live trading with my partner Dave. You get online tutorials on our website, teaching you how to trade price action, chart, doing all your technical analysis, looking for chart patterns, different trading strategies, a breakdown of all the technical indicators like these ones we use, RSI, MACD, stochastics, main chart indicators like Bollinger Bands, Fibonacci retracements, basically everything that TradingView has. We have a breakdown, little tutorials of how to properly use them. And also you get private Zoom calls with Dave and I where we can mentor you guys and you guys can ask us questions. You guys can go over trades that you've taken, whether you made money, lost money, you want some feedback. That's where we really mentor you guys. But if you guys enjoy this live trading on YouTube, just subscribe and hit the like button and join us in live trading. But if you want to take your trading to the next level and you really want to be successful in trading, then it's you can join the VIP team for $1 a day. And we can also help you pass the FTMO challenges, the funding talent challenges, by teaching you guys how to properly trade with risk management, scalping on a lower time frame. We'll also do calls, guys, where we're going to scalp 1 minute candlesticks. We can scalp anything. We'll scalp gold, NAS 100, maybe Bitcoin. We'll do Bitcoin one day this week. I'm thinking maybe Thursday or Friday morning we'll do Bitcoin on 5 minutes and we'll scalp Bitcoin. I just want to see where it's going to find some support. Because it's dropping, so I want to see later this week where it can find some support before we scalp it live. Okay, so this candle is going to close in 5 seconds. Okay, so let's see where it's going to close. Okay, so it closed below the white line, which was our hourly support, okay, and it was right at that trend line. And now we have our continuation candle is green, bullish. See how we have not broke below that 50 yet? So now the 50 RSI is holding as a little bit of support right now, where we're getting new buyers coming in, okay. So we could be getting buyers stepping in here and pushing it up, but again, it's right at this level, okay. So could be building. See how the RSI is slowly building a higher high, a higher low, a higher high, higher low. This could be the new higher high. And if we can get it to engulf this previous red candle, then we're looking for price action to come back up to here. This 1779.41, the previous high of that impulse candle breakout. And then we want to break out further and we want to get into bigger profits. Okay. And then what we're looking for is, can we get the profits up to here, to our next hourly resistance, which is 1780.70, okay? That's about 20 pips away from here. But we could if we get that injection right here of that liquidity, we could hit that target. Doug, no problem. Have a great day. Thanks for tuning in. Okay, so this candle is engulfed this previous red candle. And this was the impulse candle, this was retest, and here's the next continuation candle. There it goes, okay? So every time it hits these red lines, guys, this was previous 5-minute price action where you should be looking to scale out a little bit of partial profits, okay? Our next one will be this target right up here, okay? We're looking to get up to this wick of this candle, okay? See this 5-minute candle right here? This was at 9:10, okay? So this was before we started the call. We started the call at 9:30. This was 9:10 Eastern time, okay? So you can see we're looking left to previous price action where price can go, okay? And then if we break above here, 1780.05, our next target will be the hourly, the white line. And then here's your next 5-minute one right up here, 1781.12, okay? So you could have your chart all the way up to there. But these are nice moves, okay? So even this candle from 1777.76 all the way up to here, 79, like it's 10-15 pips, guys. You gotta when you're scalping, you gotta scale out partial profits, okay? Because it can go up and then you can get a big rejection wick, come right back down to where you bought in. But if it goes up 5, 10, 15 pips, especially on a 5-minute candle, should be looking to secure minimum 75-80% of profits, because look at what can happen. This was a very bullish candle, come up here, get rejected. It's got a long rejection wick coming down. It was turning into looking like a shooting star candle, but now it's building a little bit of volume at the bottom, okay? So this could be, again, this could be accumulation. This could be price accumulation. It's right, look at the RSI, it's right at the 50. Now it's breaking below the 50, it's coming down, okay? So it's a shooting star candle coming down. So what could have happened here was we created a new higher high on the 5 minutes. See how we got above this previous level? We created a new higher high, but the overall trend of gold is bearish on a higher time frame. So now that we created this new higher high, we could be getting more sellers in the market pushing the price down, okay? But we got to see how far down can they push the price down to, okay? We got to find some support somewhere, okay? We need to use this previous 5-minute resistance now as support, okay? So we need to see gold hold above this price, 1777.18, if we're going to continue to be bullish on this. But these were just minor scalps right here. This was an impulse buy. This was the continuation, your retest, and then here's where we had it go up, come right back up to here, but we couldn't break above the previous high. Now we have sellers pushing it down. Again, we have the strength below 50 again, okay? But can we get it now above 50? Can we reverse and get it above? And when we're looking for support and resistance on our price action candlesticks, you can also identify support and resistance on your indicators. Okay, so I can see we got up to about 53, 54 on our RSI, the high. We're back down to 49. Can we get the RSI to break above 53, 54 and continue to make a new higher high? Then we'll get a nice reversal, continue to go bullish. Okay, but right now it's coming down. Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of this to show you guys. And we also have a trend break. Remember our bullish trend right here, this green arrow, that broke. Okay, so remember our original green arrow that we did? Okay, so we were looking for the breakout. Okay, that this candle shows this green line breaking out, coming down. Here's your red candle coming down for the retest, and this was the green candle come all the way up to here. So it was looking for this, but we couldn't break above here, 1779.32. Now we're getting another attempt. Okay, look at now the RSI. Okay, so see how it's touching the red line right here. Okay, we're looking for it to break its previous high so that we can get an additional push back up to here and get above 1779.37 and into our next area, 1780 that we're targeting. But we have also a new support right here. Okay, on these 5-minute candles, when the price came down to here, okay, there's a new support right here. Okay, so we got good support now at 1777.40, and you can see it reversing. Okay, and there it goes. And let's get this strength, break above 54 and head up to 60. And then we'll see this price action get touch up here, 1779.41. Again, if we touch up here again, that's like another profit take. And then what we're looking for is the push here, 1780, and possibly up to this hourly resistance up here. Maybe get gold up to 1780.81. Okay, that's nice move for 20, 30 pips. Okay, so sometimes when you're trading, whatever you're trading, whether it's gold, it could be NAS 100, US 30, it could be a cryptocurrency, it could be a Forex pair you're trading, GBPUSD, EUROCAD, EURUSD, anything. There could be times when you're trading and there's areas of consolidation. You might see some choppy price action where you're getting like a red candle, green candle, red candle, green candle. They have a lot of long wicks showing rejections. That could be accumulation. So, but as long as you can identify what the overall trend is, you can trade it. But always just patience and discipline, guys. Okay, don't just trade every single candlestick. Look for the bigger plays. Look for quality pips over quantity of pips. Okay, so if you select what session you want to trade, that's why Dave and we give you multiple sessions. Last week we traded live. We did the Asian Tokyo session. This week we're doing New York session. Maybe next week we'll do London session. We offer different sessions so that you guys can see the volatility in the markets, and where you can make the most of your pips. Okay, so if you pick a session that you enjoy for wherever around the world you are, your time zone, and you're comfortable getting up at that time, and you understand that there could be areas where it's very volatile, where you get big moves, and then there's times where you're going to get some consolidation where you're not getting those big moves. But if you identify that and you see that they're not the big moves, they're just sideways trading, then chart exactly how we did with these arrows. Look for where your consolidation is, look where you can have your breakout, and look where you can collect the better pips. Okay, and you can see now this white line is the hourly support. You can see that we're breaking above it and we're coming back. Now look at the 5-minute candles. They're right around this white line. Okay, before we were down here. Now we broke above an hourly resistance, and now we're getting up to the next one. Okay, we could be building now a nice support level here to get up to our next one, which is up here where I'm targeting 1781. Okay, it might not happen on this call because we're going to go another 15-20 minutes, but it could happen after the call. Okay, I always give targets when we're finishing up the call of where some potential buys could be, where some potential sells could be, um, because a lot of times they move after the call. Okay, we've been trading for almost 90 minutes, but we collected some pips on these impulse breaks. Okay, so if you're still in that buy, guys, you're still okay. Your stop loss was not triggered. Okay, so the buy was in this area right above here. Okay, remember the buy was in here. We're looking for profits to come up to here. Okay, so the buy was in here. You can place your stop loss below like the previous 5-minute candle wick. Okay, and this could just be consolidation. It came down, but you're still okay in here. That's why you place your stop loss properly. Okay, and then look here now. Now look at the strength. Look at that. Now we're getting a break above the previous high on the RSI, 54. There it goes. How high are we? 57. Okay. We need that big push to break above. Look at this big resistance on these 5-minute candles. Right here. 1779.40. Okay. 42. Can we break above there? Then price is going to go up to this next red line. Exactly, it's going to go up to 1780. That's because we have the wick right up here at 9:10 before we started the call. Okay, and this will be another profit take up here, guys. Okay, there it goes. Let's get this to push above to 1780, possibly to this hourly resistance. Maybe hit 1781 on this play. Okay, there it goes. Okay, so remember, guys, if it approaches these red lines, these are profit take areas, okay? Because they're previous 5-minute candles. Okay, so we got up to 1779.88. It was only 0.1 like away from the target there. That's why you can see when it comes up, scale out, guys, because look at now, you got a big long rejection wick pushing the price down. Okay, so that's why don't get greedy, guys. If you're getting 5, 10, 15 pips on a candle, on a buy every time it's hitting this support level, and you're getting 5, 10, 15 pips, scale out a little bit. Scale out. Leave a little tiny runner just in case it continues to go bullish. You have that runner, but in the meantime, you're getting your profits, okay? And they start to add up, and this is a good way to compound your account and really start to grow it. And then as long as we stay above this area, this white line, the 1778 area, we're okay, because now what we're doing is we're building a strong support on short time frame, 5-minute candles above a higher time frame. Okay, so you always got to build a base before you can go to the next level. You got to build a base right here. Okay, and that will allow new buyers to come into the market and take it to the next level. Okay, so we have 1 minute and 15 seconds left on this 5-minute candle, and it will be really nice if we can get this 5-minute candle, this body, to close above this red line. Okay, 1779.40. We broke above it, creating a new higher high, but we got rejected. Okay, but it will be really nice if we can get this volume of this body to close above this and continue, but we might not get that. But what we need minimum out of this candle is to close above this white line. We can't have sellers push it back down into this area. Okay, this was a really nice bullish candle. Strength is at 55, 56, which is good. It's getting stronger, but we need it to close above these key levels. It's making another push to get up there. Okay, so 25 seconds left on it. And if there's any questions, guys, in the chat box, please, you can ask anything. We're going to go about 10-15 more minutes, and then we'll continue tomorrow, same time, 9:30 a.m. Eastern. And if you guys join the VIP, Dave will be doing the Asian session tonight. collecting a lot of pips there as well. Okay, so we just had the close of the candle right there. We couldn't get it above the close of that red line. Okay, so our next candle is continuation right here, and you can see it's a doji candle. You can right now you can start to see it. Now it's turning red, where we're getting initial selling pressure coming down, but there's the flip to green. We have a wick right here, so we're building a little bit of support right here where my cursor is. Okay, but now you have sellers pushing it down. We want to try and keep it now above this level. Okay, so see this previous wick right there from this candle at 1025. We want to, that was the previous resistance. We want to now want to keep it as a support level where we can get buyers hold this area. Okay, this is like support level right now where we want to keep the price above 1778.80 to continue this uptrend. Okay, there, that's what we want to see. Okay, see how it came down? We held above this red line, 1778.80, which was the 1025 candle, and now we're getting that push. But again, we need the body to get above and close above this area, just like we've been doing on this entire call. It's been a slow crawl. It's been a slow grind getting it up here. But when you do have those big pushes, like where strength increases, then you're going to see those big bullish candles. But sometimes on some calls, it's going to be a grind. Okay, it's going to be a grind. It's going to be some consolidation, a move up, big push down, build some support, continue up, build some support, continue up, or it's going to make a new high, and then the overall time frame, the higher time frame, sellers will come in and push it down. But in the meantime, if you do go into profits when you're scalping, scale out positions, take some partials, guys. Don't get greedy. We teach you this on every single call. Okay, and then just follow price action, guys. Okay, so we know that we have 5-minute high right here, 1779.40. Now our body of the candle is right at there. Okay, that's now we need to get it above right there. We get it above. Let's get this above and close above this area. Okay, and then we can start to get a really nice push up to 1781, 1780 easily. Okay, look at the RSI now. Okay, so now we're getting up to 58 now. Okay. So remember I said I wanted it to get to 60. Okay, we're at 59. If we can get up to 60, we'll possibly tap this area, 1780. Okay, and these are other profit areas. Okay, remember the buy in it was at 1778 down here. Okay, so you could be up almost 20 pips up here. Okay, when it gets up to 1780, which it did right up there. It's got up to 1779.85. Okay. And then you could have a small partial runner, and then anytime it's coming back down to this level, okay, you could be looking, if it's continuing to stay above 50, could be looking for another buy up here. Okay, you could add multiple orders. If you're trading with the trend and there's pullbacks, you could also buy the pullbacks, buy the dips, they say. Okay, if the trend is going in your favor, in your momentum, it's continuing, if you're bullish, to make higher highs and higher lows. And the opposite is, if it's bearish, if the trend is making lower lows and lower highs, you could put in more sell orders in. Okay, but only if the trend is going in your direction. I wouldn't suggest doing it if it's consolidating, if it's cooling off at an area. You want to trade with the trend. You want to get that momentum when that RSI really pushes, when you get those breakouts. Okay, so see how I identified this red line from this 1025 candle, and see how it's coming down, it's testing it for support, and it has not broke below it. Okay, and now the candle was bullish, it was bearish, and now we're turning into a spinning top candle. A spin top candle with a thin red body is bearish indecision. Okay, so it is an indecision candle. The buyers are neutral, the sellers are neutral. It comes up, sellers push it down, then buyers push it up, and then it's just with a thin body right in the middle. Okay, It's had its move and now it could be cooling off. That's what indecision is before we get, again, our next push, next candle, next liquidity. Can we get increased buyers come into the market and push this up? Okay, but right now it's sellers are pushing it down. The RSI now is coming back down. Can we keep it above 50 and just start getting some liquidity and then push above again? Okay, so these could be small pullbacks. These red candles could be small pullbacks because now the 5-minute trend is creating higher highs and higher lows. So these red candles could be pullbacks. Here again was a higher high. This could be now creating higher lows from down here. Okay, as long as we don't break below 1777.40, it could be still creating higher lows right here and continuing to push up. But if we lose this support right here, then price will come down, okay? And then it possibly hit your stop loss down here. But if you get into profits and you're starting to go up, then what you can do is take your stop loss and start slowly bringing it up to a point where you're comfortable, where your risk is less and your reward is more. And then eventually, when you go up 10, 20, 30, 40 pips, you take your stop loss and then you put it at break even like that. Then there's zero risk involved in the trade. It's all profits. It's all good, okay? Those are the types of trades you want to get into, especially with smaller accounts. You want to get into some nice profits. And when you start to really get that push where you go up 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 pips, take your stop loss slowly and then bring it up to a break even where you're scaling out profits and then you have a partial runner with a break even stop loss. So no matter what, you don't lose any money in that trade. It's just 100% all profits. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Bitcoin looks like it's pushing up again. Okay, so Bitcoin got to 28,800 and then now it's pushing up. Okay, so look at Bitcoin's RSI. There's the 50. Okay, and then see it's breaking above 50. It's getting up to 61 and there's the bullish momentum. Okay, so we'll scalp Bitcoin later this week, maybe Thursday or Friday. We'll do same how we scalp gold. We'll do Bitcoin. Okay, so Bitcoin is really pushed down. It's been bearish on the daily, but could find some support and maybe it start reversing. Okay. Okay, guys, we're gonna go a few more minutes. If there's any questions, please, this is your time to ask any questions. If you guys have anything, for everybody that's on the call, just please remember just to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you guys can join us in our live trading. Okay. And also, guys, if you want to join the VIP Sniper team, the website is up there, www.stocksnipertrading.com. You can join the team for $1 a day, okay? And you get a lot of value in there. There's online tutorials, trade ideas sent to you throughout the day. You get private, you get additional live trading calls with my partner Dave, and you get mentorship, guys. That's the most important. You get mentorship from Dave and I. You get private Zoom calls where you can ask us anything, go over everything. We give you guys like webinars. We go over all of this stuff more in depth. You can tell us about trades that you've taken this week, whether you made money, lost money, you want some analysis, you want some feedback on it, where maybe you went wrong. Could have been you got into the trade, it was a head fake candle, and we can give you a little bit of feedback on it. And guys, if you're going to continue trading this afternoon, look, if you're looking for gold, okay, so we need to get, right now we're building a nice base right above here. You can see above this hourly support. So our next profit target will be up here, 1780, 81 area. If we break above that, look for price action to get up to this daily resistance up here, 1783, 84 area, okay? If gold gets rejected and then it starts to go bearish, what you're looking for is a breakdown below here where we're buying in at. You're looking for a break below this 1778 support and come down to this hourly support 1775. If you lose that support there, then the yellow line is 1772.73. That's daily support, okay? That's for bearish. But right now, we're bullish on gold right now, short term. And I really like this candle. Okay, I want to see it get break above this 1780. We need this RSI to push above 60, how the Bitcoin one was doing. We need that nice big push, and then we can start to see nice green candles get up here, okay? Thank you, Belle. Yeah, Belle has been one of our members from day one, and she's learned a lot, and she's doing really well. So thank you for that. Yeah, so this is a big area, guys. 1780. Okay, we attempted it at 9:05 before the call started. We broke above it, but had a heavy rejection. And again, we touched it right there. And this is that 1780 right there is what started this big push down on gold, all the way down where it got down to 1773.74. Okay, so that was a big sell-off when we hit 1780. We've been building slowly off the bottom there, creating these higher highs and higher lows, and now we're attempting again the 1780 right now. If we break it, here we go. Okay, there's our profit take up here, 1780.75 up here, this hourly resistance. If we can break above that, then right up here to that next 5-minute candle, and then guys, just got up here, right here. So look left, this area right here, okay, this will be another profit area. Okay, 1782. And if we can break above there, there's the yellow line. The yellow line is your daily resistance, okay? We could encounter some selling pressure up there, but if we have the momentum and the strength, we could break right through that. Okay? And guys, always remember to secure profits. When you get to these whole numbers, psychological numbers, 1780, that's a whole number right there, secure some profit, okay? Because there could be a lot of sell orders right up there, okay, that want to push it down. But this play was down here at 1778, okay? So altogether, this was good for about 20 pips, but you could have been scalping this, 10 pips up, come back down, you buy back in, get another 10 pips as it comes down, okay, because that's what we're using. We're using this white line as a hourly support on our 5-minute candles. This is why it allows you to have multiple buy orders. So I know the entire move was good for 20 pips, but if you're getting 10 pips, 10 pips, this move for 15, 20 pips, you could possibly make 30, 40, 50 pips out of all of this, okay, when you really learn how to scalp this. But one more minute left on this candle, okay? So it did create a new higher high, which is good. You can see the wick of this candle is higher than this previous wick, higher than this wick. So it is creating higher highs. And all we got to do is just get that push now. Look at the RSI, okay? Now RSI is getting up to the 60. This is what I wanted, okay? And I said when it gets up to 60, price action was going to touch 1780, exactly how it did. Now what we need out of this candle is, can we get a push and break above and close above 1780? Just like we've been slowly grinding our way up above here. Now our next grind will be, can we get these 5-minute candles to close above 1780 so that we can get our next liquidity grab and push above up to here, okay? So guys, we're going to wrap up the call there. I hope you guys really enjoyed today's live stream. We scalped gold for some pips up here, and we're gonna do it tomorrow again at 9:30 a.m. I hope you guys join us there. And for all the sniper members, Dave will be trading tonight later in the Asian Tokyo session. So everybody, have a great day and enjoy the rest of your afternoon. And look for gold to break above here, 1780, and then we can get up to possibly 1783, eyeballing that daily resistance right up there. Have a great day, guys, and thanks for tuning in.